Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing another Quick Draft Midnight Hunt. And we open an excellent card here. Liesa Forgotten Archangel is really, really good. No reason to look at any of this other stuff, really. I guess there is a reason, right? Which is to think about what signals we're passing to Lefty. But even if Lefty were a thinking human being, which they're not because they're a bot, they would say, "Okay, the rare is gone. I can draw no conclusions about what righty picked." Anyway, this card is very good. I believe ranked fourth best in the set by DraftSim. So let's go. Yes, confirm this pick. Sunset Revelry isn't bad. Cut Purse is okay. Search Party Captain's fine. Path to Festival. Oh, no, sorry, that's not the good one. This is the okay one. Eccentric Farmer is pretty good. But we have a strong reason to stick to white black. This is a really good card. I mean, if we get enough signals that that's the wrong thing to do, I guess we can change our mind. But I don't want to do it right now just because this card is good. And I mean, how good is Sunset Revelry? It's pretty fine, right? Where's my draft sim thing? Revelry. It's fine. Not good or anything, but a solid playable card according to this list. How's the Cut Purse? I think it's actually better, right? Cut Purse, yeah, a little better. And it's in black-white as well. Now, the Wardens, I think, are probably also pretty good. Yeah, they're second best card in the pack after the Eccentric Farmer. So, you know, I just don't want to take anything green, really. I'd rather just try to play black-white. I guess with Farmer you could try to play tricolor, but this card is good enough. Wow. Smoldering Egg. That's a good card in Constructed, and it's very good in blue-red specifically here. But the fact that it's here doesn't tell me that much. I mean, Celesta Sanctifier, Morning Patrol, Hobbling Zombie, these are all okay. I think a responsible drafter who really wanted to stay open would probably take Sacred Fire. But the funny thing is, I've stayed open the last two drafts pretty well, haven't I? And been rewarded with 7-O's. And I guess I should do that here, but I'm not going to. I already have a great card to draft around, and so far no strong signal that I have to avoid to change my mind. So if one of yours dies, return it to hand. So it's especially bad with disturbed creatures because they don't get the second half. I mean, that's fine. You're happy to play them again for the front half most of the time. But the benefit of Liesa is not as great on disturbed creatures as it is on non-disturbed creatures. And so if you assume two cards are equally good normally, then with Liesa, the non-disturbed creature will have improved by more and therefore be a better card. And I mean, Morning Patrol isn't that amazing anyway. Celesta Sanctifier is also not that great, but neither is Hobbling Zombie or No Way Out, really. It's double white, single black. Probably doesn't matter very much, but I want to make sure we can at least in if it were very, very close what to take, I should take the white card because that will discourage Lefty from taking white more often, which means I can still run enough white cards in my deck to justify a double white card. And this is pretty expensive. I'm going to have to live fairly long. I think I'll take the Sanctifier here. Just filtering to get to my good card. This card is more about card advantage, which I don't think I need because this is a ton of card advantage. And this is okay tempo, but nothing special. And neither is this, but this also has filter, graveyard scrying kind of stuff. No, sorry, deck scrying. So anyway, I'll take the Sanctifier. I'm not convinced it's an amazing choice, but I'm sure it's fine. I mean, Lunarch Veteran, right? It's a 1-drop that helps you live. Beloved Beggar, I think, is not that great, right? It's like fine. Yeah, it's fine. But Lunarch Veteran is quite good and fits with the plan that I have, which is to live until I can play this card. Sun Gold Barrage? Strangler is not what I want at all. Blood Pact is maybe not crazy. Right, draw is better if you have like some really good cards. Obviously, right? If every card in your deck were awful, you would never take draw. You would just be like, well, I guess I'll just play an awful card. If all the cards in your deck were amazing, like maybe you would play draw, but you would probably rather just curve out with amazing stuff all the time. But if you only have space for like 2 or 3 amazing cards and the rest is filler, which, okay, we're not going to be that badly set up, but suppose you were, that makes draw really good because it increases the speed with which you get to your really good card. And it's better to put that in than to put in another filler, right? Does that have any kind of life gain effects? No. I mean, so Sun Gold Barrage is also totally reasonable. But I think I'll take the Blood Pact. This could easily be wrong. Blood Tithe Collector is a big ol' heavy thing. I think it's fairly okay, right? Yeah, it says it's a solid playable. Nothing incredible. Oh, it actually says it's above average. I mean, I don't necessarily want to get a bunch of heavy cards, but everything else here is pretty meh. I could take the Silver Bolt, but this is clearly better. So I have a lot of top end. I need to get some smaller stuff. Unruly Mob is a small thing, and it fits the white-black theme pretty well. Sure. The Sacrifice theme. Okay, Occultist. Fantastic. It's a 2-drop, and it draws a card. Do I want a Bat Whisperer? It doesn't seem that great. I don't want to rely on hitting the opponent very often. I don't need a 1/1 flyer, and I don't know that I really need a 4-mana 4/2. I think I should take like removal or a counter. I don't think Homestead Courage is very good. I'll take Sun Gold Barrage. Could have taken more draw, but I already have some. So, no thanks. I should have actually taken the Farmer there, which, by the way, wheeled? It's a little surprising. Because conceivably, there might be some reason I would put green in my deck, but there's just no reason I would ever put this in my deck, I think. It's actually not a bad stat line for a 4-mana card, right? And it has an okay effect? Wait a minute, why am I always, like, I don't think it's amazing or anything. But it's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, it's in the sometimes playable category. All right. I already took one Sun Gold Barrage, right? I mean, it might not hurt to run 2. Might not hurt to run No Way Out, although I'd rather not. Curse of Silence is abysmally bad. Dreadhound. Now, Dreadhound is another win condition. I don't know if I need 3 win conditions. It might be better to just take Lunarch Veteran. But wouldn't it be cool? No, I don't think so. Lunarch Veteran is a... Hello? Okay. It didn't ask me to confirm, but I got the card I wanted, so that's fine. Chaplain of Alms. 1-mana 1/1 first strike ward disturb that turns into a flying first strike that gives everything That's pretty good. Oh my god, there's 2 excellent removal cards here, though. We're definitely taking an excellent removal card. And I believe Infernal Grasp is the better one. But I would be happy to take like all... I can't spell Chaplain. Chaplain of Alms is fine. Infernal Grasp is great. And Foul Play is literally right next to it in the pick order list, huh? Okay, I'm going to take this one. I value draw and I value early tempo, i.e. killing. I choose to believe that the downside of it having to have 2 or less power is less important to me than the upside of investigating and not losing 2 life. Because we have the goal of, you know, surviving the early game till you get to the mid game and can play these guys. And for that, I think Foul Play is the card. It doesn't cost you life and it draws. And it works at the time in the game when we most need such a card. Jewelcraft Trainer, really strong. I think it should be fine here. Should go off pretty often. We have plenty of 1s and some 2s. And just having like a 3/3 first striker is an okay blocker. Sure. Another Jewelcraft Trainer. Looks like the obvious pick here? Question mark? What about Diregraph Horde? No. Outlaw? Doesn't seem very good. Probably just Evolving Wilds. Yeah, it seems fine. Ritual Guardian is alright, but I wouldn't be surprised to cut it. Same thing can be said about this Ritual Guardian. Don't need another Celestis Sanctifier, that's for sure. Just give me another Evolving Wilds, I guess. And a 3rd Evolving Wilds or a Silver Bolt. Probably should be a Silver Bolt. So let's toss some of the weaker cards we've accumulated here. I don't really... No Way Out is fine. It's a good value card, but it's not what I need in this deck. Sanctifier, I think, is actually kind of nice. Maybe I should have put a second one in the deck. I forgot about how useful the... I hope for the drawing/scrying effect to be. It's kind of surveilling. Anyway, what about this Cut Purse? It's a 3-mana 2/1. I have a lot of 1-power creatures, I guess. The Cut Purse could be pretty good with them. It enables me to actually attack with this stuff. The Ritual Guardian can gain lifelink, which would be nice. The problem is there will be a lot of situations where I don't feel safe attacking with this, and then it's just like a kind of 3-mana filler card. If it gets Double Strike from Jewelcraft Trainer, of course, it's great. But if we do that, then we're kind of in great shape no matter what. Maybe? Question mark? So in terms of removal, I have a Foul Play and 2 Sun Gold Barrages, right? So I could take a Silver Bolt. I think it's probably, like, I don't know, do I even need 3 Evolving Wilds? Not really. Let's take a Silver Bolt. Definitely not taking the Bat Whisperer, that's for sure. Oh, the Celestis Sanctifier came back, and so did the Candle Trap. Candle Trap is great tempo to get me to Liesa. Liesa? I don't know what you're supposed to say. Not a lot of black cards, huh? We got the Foul Play early this pack. Blood Tithe Collector early in the first pack. And everything else has mostly... I don't know. We got the Occultist pretty early as well, I think. Okay. So... we do still need some black, but maybe we can be mostly white and just splash a couple swamps with Evolving Wilds. There's just no reason to take a Moon Silver Key. I don't know why you would... why this exists. I mean, is there any reason I would run Hedwig's Mask? I can't imagine, but... Brutal Cathar? Oh, that's so good. Another Dreadhound on offer. I think we still don't want it. Brutal Cathar is bananas. Every time it becomes day, you get to exile one of their creatures, and they get them all back when they kill this thing. And when it's night, the thing has ward, pay 3 life. It's just so gross. Could take an Heirloom Mirror, don't really want it. Crawl from the Cellar, there, okay. Now we're talking. Oh, Midnight Ambush, though. Ah, I want it all. Specifically, these 2 things only. Gavony Silversmith would be okay, but I don't think it's really what we're doing. Nice red card. Because with Crawl from the Cellar, we can replay our big like power cards, right? Our big bombs. But I think we're supposed to take it Midnight Ambush, probably, right? We have enough ways to win. I don't think we need to recur one way to win over and over. It would be nice, but I just want some decent removal. And Midnight Ambush is good removal. Midnight Ambush again, no questions asked. Nothing in this pack is even close this time. I mean, this is a way better card than Crawl from the Cellar, but I feel like in this deck I would really welcome a Crawl from the Cellar. Novice Occultist, still fine. Unruly Mob? I think I'll remove the one I have, to be honest. It fits in the black-white theme, but we don't really have anything related to the black-white theme, except we have Liesa. Right? None of our stuff, like, dies a lot or anything. Yeah, just give me another 2-drop that draws a card. Sea Zombie? Celestus Sanctifier? I don't think I need a Sea Zombie. Celestus Sanctifier is probably better than Silverbolt. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, this is okay, I guess. I don't think we're running 3 of them, though. Don't need a Blood Pact, really. Don't need a 3rd Celestus Sanctifier, probably, but what about a Rotten Reunion? To exile their stuff in case they're trying to do some nasty things to me? I don't know, maybe I do want 3 Celestus Sanctifiers. We have, you know, a couple reasons to want to turn on the day-night cycle, and these guys benefit from it. Sure, let's draft 3, maybe we cut some, who knows. Don't want 3 of these. Don't really need a Cathar Commando. It is a 2-drop, and I have very few of those. Let's put that back in for the moment. I'm going to put this in for now. Alright, I think this turned out alright. Needs some trimming, obviously, but I think it's a deck with some potential. We got pretty good removal. Plenty of early tempo. Maybe mid-game tempo. And a couple of solid win conditions, including 2 Dualcraft Trainers. So what do I have in the way of draw? Is it just the Blood Pact? I don't think so. Foul Play, that's draw. 2 Occultists, that's draw. The Blood Pact. 3 Celestus Sanctifiers. Okay, we don't need the Blood Pact. I do think I want 17 lands in this deck. It is not... Wow! Mana cost 2.6? Really? But I really want to reliably hit my 5 drops when I get them. I do not want one of these sitting in my hand being unplayable. They're so good. And I maybe have enough filtering with Sanctifiers to draw through extra lands if I don't want them. I think I should keep the Commando. A 2-drop is pretty valuable. I don't think I need this many Ritual Guardians. I don't know if I want any, really. Don't want this many Sun Gold Barrages. Like, we have 2 ambushes, a foul play, and a brutal Cathar, right? I don't know if we need any Sun Gold Barrages. Creatures with 4 or more toughness are just like, oh well, see you later. Candle Trap. I like Candle Trap more than Sun Gold Barrage, even though, like, I don't know, it's obviously in some sense, you know, this destroys things and this just turns them off. But if you have Coven, which I think I fairly often will, I have 1s, 2s, 3s, and a 4. So I guess maybe that won't be as often as I think. But like, this is 4 mana, destroy anything, exile anything. And you can play it earlier than that to save yourself some tempo in the early game. So I think I want the Candle Trap. I don't really care that much about some Gold Barrage. Hopefully we have other ways to kill that stuff. And that's 40. Maybe that's not right. Maybe I could run 1 Sun Gold Barrage and just 1 Ritual. No, I like Ritual Guardian. I could cut the Hobbling Zombie, but he's also a good way to deny, just like having a little having a Death Toucher is a good way to deny the opponent attacking. I feel like this deck wants to be pretty defensive. Like 2 Silver Bolts, 2 ambushes, a foul play, a Cathar, like a Candle Trap. We have just nothing but removal in the early game, and then we have a few win conditions in the end game. And we have a decent chunk of draw as well, even without the Blood Pact. This is a little scary, but I have the Novice Occultist. I'm on the draw. I think this is fine. And it's a way to guarantee I draw Liesa, right? And I did draw, as it happens, a 3rd land, so rewarded. Whether it was the right decision or not, I'm very happy I made it. I've seen so many people, like, just playing out Rotten Reunion for a zombie. Am I wrong? Is that actually a good thing to do most of the time? It seems to me that usually you don't want to do that, because, like, the 2/2 zombies, what are they doing in the early game? I guess, like, okay, we had an opponent who did this and then played Siege Zombie, and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But they're just making these and then throwing them away. Like, why? I could block here, but I don't think I have to. And it looks like they're going to attack with a 2/2 again next turn, so I'll always have that chance later. Like, these zombies are for saving up and doing something cool with them. Cashing them in for 2 damage is not what you want to do. And these, like, yes, they make a zombie, but generally you're in no rush to get those zombies. You're supposed to use it to, you know, hate your opponent's graveyard. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Right? They play some... Okay, I should actually block these now, though. Right? If they have something in the graveyard that... Like, say they're running Lunarch Veterans, for example. You want to wait until that's in the graveyard and then yoink it before they can play it for Disturb. Okay, I'm really looking for another land here. Do I actually sack both of these? It would be nice to have one of them alive for Liesa to buff, wouldn't it? But it's just so important to play Liesa next turn. I think this is fine. Okay, so it turns out exactly one of them would have been enough. But I have plenty of other, like... like, I'm happy to have drawn the Duelcraft Trainer as well, right? Okay, sure. It is a good card. I'm with you on that. It seemed like they conceded even before the card was on the screen. I'm impressed with their speed on that one. All right, so they don't know how to play, but they do recognize a good card. I guess that's an important attribute to have, skill to have. I always forget I can like cut and wait, or like not make you guys wait through the queue, because sometimes I want to talk about stuff while we're queuing, right? So I forget that when there's nothing to talk about, I can skip it. This hand's fine, a little dicey because I only have 2 lands, but I've got some decent early tempo, good plays to make. Just do me a favor and draw a land next turn, would ya? That should have been played with Flash, obviously. But doesn't really matter. Blue-white spirits? Discards land. Okay, well... I mean, this is not great. I mean, it was a sort of greedy keep, I agree, especially on the play, but I had a lot of early plays, so I thought, let's go for it. I still don't know necessarily that it has worked out badly. Okay, great, very important. Yeah, this one for sure. Get the day-night cycle going. And then maybe instead of playing this, I can just shoot one of their things and trigger a night flip. This isn't a spirit, right? It's a zombie? Yeah. Don't tell me they're going to pass. I would really appreciate that. Okay, didn't think so. Okay, I could play the Novice Occultist, but... well, I guess if I'm passing tonight, I don't have to activate this now, right? I could wait till their turn and decide. Based on what I see from the Sanctifier, what I need to kill. I can't imagine it changing my mind, though. Just kill this, right? Yeah, let's do it now while they don't have any combat tricks that could be relevant. Like a Geist Wave or something. Huh, these are good cards, but they're not lands. Oh, I get to put 1 on my graveyard. I'll keep the foul play, right? There's plenty of good stuff to hit with that, including their flyer. Yeah, okay. And if they make it day again, I do actually get to look at the card under this and decide what to draw. That happens at the beginning of your, like, upkeep, I think, right? Or maybe it's even before your upkeep? I don't remember. This looks suspiciously like a Bat Whisperer or something. No, they're blue-white. What is this? I can't think of any reason they would do this. Alright, come on in, I guess. So the idea was to turn it back into day this turn. And Candle Trap. Do I have Coven? No. Will I? No. The problem is if they... I don't want to Candle Trap this because I want to exile it later. I mean, I would like to Candle Trap it and then exile it. But I don't have Coven, so I can't do that. I think I'll turn off the Ritual Guardian? Because this thing I kind of have to leave alone for a while. Yeah. I don't need the land this... Oh, actually... Yeah, having a mana would let me investigate. Okay, so see you later, Evolving Wilds. I'm taking a Plains. Although, I don't know if there is anything for me to foul play. Like, I could shoot either of these, but it's bad. I want to wait until the 2/3 turns into a flyer and then foul play it. I would love to block the 2/3 with my 3/1. Or maybe with both of these 1-power creatures? No, that wouldn't kill it. Ooh, making it night again, so I don't have to. That's cool. I would rather have the swamp, I guess, since I already have double white. It is before your draw. I didn't see whether it's before your upkeep. I think the only thing that happens before upkeep is untap, but maybe day-night is before that as well? I don't see a reason to foul play anything. So I guess I'm just going to play this and pass. Counterspell would be amazing. I would love it. This means they're not countering Liesa. Or less likely to anyway. This kind of looks like they might have the 3/3 Flash Flyer for 5. Not much I can do about it if so. Oh. Okay, they're going to unlock their 3/2, I guess, maybe? No, because they have to sack the Commando to do that. It's not that amazing. I guess if they have nothing better to do with the mana, they get their 3/2 back, which they'd rather have than this 3/1. Sure. Alright, that's fair. If I had Coven, I would have blown this up, but I didn't. Yeah, I don't think they should have passed tonight. I think they should have done that on their turn. Because this way I got to play a spell and still get the Celestia Sanctifier to go off. Ooh. Oh, but it's night. I see. And when it becomes day, I can just shoot it once it steals one of my dudes. Okay, I think we're in great shape here. Just play nothing. I now have a great foul play target. so I need to wait until it exists. I guess the 3/3 first striker is a little annoying, but I can sack like the occultist when they, or chump the occultist when they attack. They're kind of incentivized to turn it to day now so they can steal one of my creatures. I think. They have 6 mana and 3 cards, so it's not at all unlikely that they can if they want to. But attack first, or no? Attack with this. I mean, I'll block with my Cathar, I guess. See what you're up to. Just a trade, fine. Maybe trying to stop me from removing a cool enchantment you're about to play? No. Alright, just play a creature and pass. We'll get that 5th land eventually. It doesn't seem like we're in a rush. Right, not much happening so far. Okay, don't mind that at all. The bigger problem is if it never becomes day, and I therefore can't kill the Cathar. Ooh. This is a second removal spell. That's a bit of a problem. Because what do I do now about the Cathar? Or what is its name when it's flipped? Moonrage Brute? Yeah. Well, okay, I can block here. That's no problem. I can let in this 2, I think is fine. Okay, there's my land. And it's day. It's ward, pay 3 life, right? Yeah. So I could just kill it now. Put down a silver bolt and investigate. But this is kind of a golden opportunity to make sure Liesa at least hits the board. The danger is, what if they play no spells, pass it to night, and then this thing gets hard to kill? I guess that's fine. Who cares? Wait. But that includes... I'm already foul playing, so that's not an issue, right? Yeah, go away. And I forget if I've played a land this turn. Will it tell me? Yes. I have. I thought I had. I feel like I would remember having 5 mana before. But I wasn't sure. Now what is it? Oh, they have 2 morning patrols, I see. Okay, they're not making it night. Good idea. Okay, if the last spell in their hand is a counterspell, I'm going to be pretty sad. But now is the best chance. And I don't think it's that likely. Okay, well, that kind of stinks. I think I did have a chance to stick it last turn, didn't I? They like had tapped too much. And I chose to do this other stuff instead, thinking it would be safer somehow. Attacking with the 1/1. I mean, I guess they just want to make it a flyer, right? I might as well go for that, because otherwise it's still just hitting me in the face. Oh, or I could have not done it and made them flip it tonight, maybe. Okay, well, I mean, I have no real way to gain life with this. Or to, sorry, draw a card. But it's a flyer, and it blocks all their stuff very well. Oh, really? Well, I can shoot that. Or maybe Midnight Ambush it? That would let me play out the Duelcraft Trainer, but I don't have anything with 2 powers. So I still wouldn't have Coven. Not that that... Well, Coven would let me attack with a 3/2. I need the Trapper to be dead this turn, for sure. I don't know which of these to spend. I think it's useful to get this on the field now, even though it's not exactly clear what I would do with it. Right now, if I finally draw something with 2 power, I'll have a cool dude. And they basically can't attack. And Midnight Ambush solves problems again. Like if a new threat arises, I have that handled. Don't think I need to shoot anything with the bolt either. God, this is a long game, huh? Alright, doesn't really do anything. Well, if they get enough creatures, they can overwhelm me by attacking with all of them, but I think I have enough removal that should be okay if they try it. I guess I'll make it daytime? I could attack with this guy and play him as a spirit, if that seemed good. He doesn't seem much more useful as a flyer, does he? Well, yeah, because then this one could become a flyer and start getting in. Okay, let's do that. Okay, they're just going to let it in. They don't want to let me make it a flyer. Fair enough. But that means it's getting in, so... I still do want to make it day, though. Oh, I should have played this pre-combat, actually, because I thought this was going to die, and then I would gain less life. Dex? I only have 11 left, they have 17, so I do need to find something to kill them with, I guess. which I guess is enough flyers. I could start attacking with this now. I have enough, like, of these 3/3s. Yeah, that's what I should be doing. Play this first to get more life. Swing with these and this. I guess I could have not played this and flipped it tonight. Okay, they want a new flyer. Fair enough. Oh, but I want to play these guys, so I wasn't flipping it tonight anyway. Resolve? So we can shoot that or ambush it, I don't know. The Gale Drifter is a bigger problem. Because it's going to come back, right? I can ambush them both, and like, then they'll... I don't know how good that is, though. I can't get in with these guys anyway. Do I really not have anything with 2 power? You know, I don't want to mill any faster, thanks. Let's get this in. That gives them a flyer here, though. It's a 2-1. I guess that's fine. I think I am going to lose this. Because I lost Liesa, and this is not doing stuff fast enough. I don't have enough removal to deal with all their flyers. Yeah, I'd really love to know if I actually had a chance to get Liesa down when they were tapped, because that seems like a huge improvement over what I actually did. I guess. Oh, they don't have to target it. So they can actually return anything. I'm going to kill this still, I think. Am I? I guess I'd rather kill the Griff, right? But they have too much in the air now. I don't see how I'm getting there. They're not choosing the Muldrifter? Or no, sorry, what is it called? Gale Drifter? Oh, very funny. Yeah, the one card that is useless, and if I play it, it, like, draws 2 cards. Okay, I mean, no attacks, I guess. Maybe I should be swinging with my 3/3s, but I think they would just, like, double block, and... yeah, that seems awful. Do I really have so little on 2? Like, what happened to my Hobbling Zombie? It's in the graveyard. I don't know how it got there. Did it get countered, maybe? I think it did. What? They're tapped out. Why are they doing this? There it is. Something on 2. Who knew this would be the best creature in my deck? I think we're still not in time, but this can pile up a lot of damage very quickly. If this dies, it turns into a 2/1, so it's still going to give me Coven, so I can attack with it. Fine. I guess that is giving them more flyers. I thought I needed to get rid of their creatures, but maybe that was wrong. We'll see. Really? I could double block here? Is that good? I was thinking instead, what if I like give this stuff double strike? No, I need these 1/1s. Of course blocking is bad for Coven. I mean, you can double block the Sifter and the token if you want. That kills it. But I don't know if killing it is even what you want to do. Okay. Fine. If they have a counter, that's what they wanted to do, I guess. Actually, this is kind of scary. If this doesn't resolve, I'm back in the totally losing position. Okay. Five cards. I mean, I think that's actually enough time to win if they don't do anything. But that's a tall order, obviously. And now I want to attack with the 3/4 and one of my 3/3s. I don't know why they keep going in for damage. I guess they don't need the blocker? Seems a little surprising. Could I even go in with both 3/3s? Ooh, Brutal Cathar. That's an idea. I mean, it's night, so it just comes in as a 3/3. And I'm probably never making it day again, but I can make it a 3/3 double strike, so that's something. Right, we're clearly not attacking with the... Oh, it's 2/2 double strike death touch? I guess we could attack with that, huh? But I just don't see any blocks they have that are going to work, right? Against like a 3/3? Even with first strike. So I think we can give this one double strike to get another attack in, and then swing with everything but the 1/1s. Unless they startle this. Ugh. That would be embarrassing. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Oh! Alright, we made it. I thought I was losing that game, and I was. Okay, so I need to look through the deck and see if there's any way I can get more stuff with power numbers other than 1 or 3. Look through the sideboard and see what I can put in, because I think that's actually something that could happen to me in a lot of games. Is I put these dual craft trainers in as like an attempt to... I really drafted only... No, okay, the sideboard. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So if we look in black, white, and I guess colorless, the mob might do it, right? I mean, it's a 1/1 that if you can get a single creature to die, it becomes a 2/2. I think that's worth playing. Because I have... It seems like I have tons of 1s. Well, I don't know. I have, yeah, four of them. And tons of 3s. And like 2 2s and a 4. So... yeah, I think Cathar Commando is not really necessary. And I'm going to put in the Unruly Mob just for Coven. I could use No Way Out, I guess, because it makes a zombie. And it also gets me some value, like some card advantage. Yeah, maybe that is better. I don't expect the Unruly Mob to be very meaningful. Well, I guess if you gave it double strike, it would be pretty scary, wouldn't it? Maybe, if a lot of stuff died. I don't know how much of my stuff is dying, though. What I do know is that this makes a 2/2 every time. Or as I might be stuck with a 1/1 that I can't buff. Oh yeah, I forgot all about game 1 when that guy conceded as soon as he saw Liesa. I thought we were at 1-0. I thought this would be just like a super long first game. Alpha. Sure? I guess? A little slow, but hopefully foul play can make up for it. Yeah, I mean, I have foul play on 2, maybe, and then cut purse on 3. I think I would happily foul play this. It's so spooky. Okay, Scab Wrangler is actually that, but worse. Oh, it's a sorcery. I see. Well, in that case, I should have played the Evolving Wilds. Whoops. I just assumed this was an instant. Infernal Grasp is. Maybe that's the reason why Infernal Grasp is up there. But Brutal Cathar now is pretty good, I think. To, like, steal the Scab Wrangler. So now I have an Evolving Wilds when I could have had a Swamp instead, which is definitely bad, but we'll see how bad, I guess. Okay. I guess foul play on that and then play the Bolt, which means I can play this. Oh, or I could have foul played and cracked the Clue token. Oh, I was like, why is it asking me to pass? And it's because I have this. I don't know, whatever. I don't mind showing them what color I'm digging up here. I just don't want it to annoy me with the, like, are you sure you don't want to open your Evolving Wilds now? I could Candle Trap that. I think that's fine. And play a Dual Craft Trainer. Now where are all my ones? I've just got nothing but twos. And a 3. Well, my hand is close to empty. I have a Clue, though. Yeah, I think I'm slightly ahead this game. But if they ever manage to pop the Brutal Cathar, that would be kind of sad. That's interesting. Because now, when I break it open, they get back their thing. Do I have any enchantment removal? No, right? Yeah. So that Cathar is theirs forever now. Why is it a 3/3? Oh, this gives it +1/+1? Okay. Well, may as well hit a Clue token up. And swing here. Oh, sorry. Next to damage? Sure. And just kill this now, right? Because I don't want to pay the 3 life for it when it flips. Well, yeah, like I said, as soon as they popped the Brutal Cathar, things were going to be looking good for them. But it's even worse than that. They took it, and I had to spend resources killing it. Still, just looking for a 1/1, or a 1/2 would also be fine. And then suddenly things are looking great again. That's not the worst card I could have drawn. Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess I play this, right? There's no real reason not to. I could conceivably make it a flyer. Main phase consider discarding land. Okay, so they don't really have any relevant sorceries or creatures, probably. Or maybe they just want to make it day. Doesn't look that way. This must not have been in their hand. I don't think they'd be considering if they had that. But, like, none of my shit can attack. Okay, what I said about a 1/1 saving the day is not correct. They have Scab Wrangler and Gavony Trapper, and I'm just mired in goo. Alright, I mean, might as well get rid of one card while we can, right? This is going to start drawing cards for them, I guess? Alright, let's see what they tap down. Sure, not a surprise. Oh, everything. It's a bit of a surprise. Yuck. I mean, No Way Out could potentially have gotten full value eventually because of the draws from Seafaring Werewolf. But the problem is, like, when they draw a card, if it's any good, they're likely to play it. So they're not actually going to keep cards in hand. Oh my god. Alright, I think we can probably... No, I don't know. Liesa could save us, right? I was going to say we could resign, but... We'll stick it out in case we get a miracle. What are you tapping now? Probably nothing? No, you could tap everything of yours to tap down my 3/3, I guess. Oh, but it doesn't even matter. You have this blocker, so no attacks. Yep. Really could use a Novice Occultist. Or that 1-mana 1/1 called Lunarch Veteran. Common's a lot harder when you're not playing green-white, huh? You don't have a nice smattering of creatures all over the place? It seems like you should, though. Has to be very, very soon that I draw the Liesa. In fact, I don't even think Liesa can help because they can just tap it down and it'll never block. Yeah. Alright, we'll take one more draw and see what happens, but... Yeah. Okay. Maybe I have a lands or attacks daily. Gonna tap everything? Can't quite do that, I don't think. Yeah, no, you can't. You could, but I would be able to attack with a 2/1, I guess. Good game. Just do whatever you gotta do. You're not blocking. You're not letting me kill anything anyway. Oh, that's right. I changed the avatar on this account to Teferi, didn't I? I was like, what the heck is that guy doing here? I got over my, like, I don't know. I was sticking with a stupid avatar because I was like, it was the default avatar, and I'm like, I don't want to admit that I care how anything looks. I was like, oh, but Teferi's kind of cool. So, you know, he's still one of the free avatars, but picking that lion idiot, I don't know, man. It's not a really sound principle to be like, no, I will never have fun. How dare you try to make me? Jazz Purper. Okay. This is slow, but it has foul play and a 3-drop and a 4-drop. Ah. My hero. Where were you last game? Okay, foul play is coming. Oh, this is beautiful. I even have... Well, I don't know if I want to play that, but I can. Get 2 for 1, you stupid sea zombie. Hey, I needed that. It's for my coven. Well, they spent 3 mana on a piece of junk, so... And I guess it still fits into the coven, right? Yeah, this is a beautiful hand. I even have no way out to make a 2. What are you? You're a Silver Bolt. She probably wants to shoot this, right? And you're a 2/2 that rummages. Well, the best answer to a rummager is just give them no cards, right? It's still fine to rummage. Bat Whisperer, okay. I'm perfectly happy to Candle Trap this, I think. Actually, maybe I'm not. Yeah, because this creature doesn't matter. I can actually hit Coven pretty soon. And maybe first strike it down. Although, I guess they're going to bolt my 3/3. So, I don't know. I don't think it's important to, like, be able to attack with this guy. Yeah, see, Candle Trapping this is more interesting. More valuable. Oh. Well, that was rude. Huh. I guess that's something I should have considered. Maybe should have just played that last turn along with, like, popping a clue or something. I think this trade might be fine. I don't really need this for... Well, I don't know. I think filtering is kind of nice. And I'm going to have a double striker down before long. Or a first striker anyway. Oh, right, but that's dying too. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of damage. But not that much in the grand scheme of things. Like, this Blood Tithe Collector can do probably an okay job. Brutal Cathar. Even better, right? Just take this away. Does it say you may? You must. So if this thing's on the battlefield still, I will have to kidnap it if it becomes day again, which I would rather avoid, because then it can actually come back. Okay, found something to kidnap. Could attack with this. I don't really see a good reason to. It just easily gets blocked here. I have only 2s and 3s, so I still can't exile that, but I would really like to. Okay, they're getting their Astronomer back, I guess. It's not so bad. Does it make sense to attack with the Death Toucher? I don't think so, right? Like, they could block... If they blocked here, it would be okay. It would be great. But if they block with either of these, I don't know, I'd rather just have the blocker back, I think. That's true. I guess that is an argument for attacking with this, is that then they can... No, they still can, but they'd lose a creature and couldn't do it, like, next turn. Yeah, okay. I guess I am in a bit of a race, and getting the Hobbling Zombie in for damage could be useful. Because all three of their creatures are doing something. Okay. That's great news. It costs 5, wow. Making it day is fine. They lost their thing that cares about day-night. Okay, that's damage. Block that one, please. It gets in 1 damage reliably, even without attacking, whereas this one has to attack and risk death. Alright, good enough. Kind of a weird game. Never hit Coven on that game either. Because opponent... I mean, I don't know. Opponent removed the reason that I cared most about Coven, the Dualcraft Trainer. But Coven still would have been useful to make sure that the Diregraph Horde didn't come back. And Candletrap was like, I don't know. It was very close to being a normal removal spell, right? It meant I didn't have to worry about that Diregraph Horde. If I hadn't had Candletrap, it would have been attacking me all game and I would have been miserable. You know, how much weaker was it than a normal, like, 3 or 4 mana removal spell? Well, not that much weaker. It had me, like, sweating that they might draw a way to bring it back. Although in red-white, I guess that's not very likely. But that didn't end up happening, so obviously that was not a downside for it. But the downside was that, like, it was... I still couldn't attack with, like, 2/2s. If I only had one of them, like, they could just block it. And, you know, it wouldn't kill my 2/2, but I wouldn't do any damage. So it turned it into a 0/4 wall rather than removing it, which did matter a little. Oh my god, that's a garish outfit. Great. Ooh. I really hope I get to remove that in time. I don't think they're going to play 2 zombies, right? But they might crawl this from the cellar, and that's just horrible. Play this on my turn, right? No, in their upkeep. Before they have a chance to play a land which could open up a counterspell. But after they've untapped for turn. So if they have like a Geist Wave or something, it costs them mana to use it. Okay, great. Whew. Interesting. I guess I'll take a 3/2. This is a slower control deck, so we can definitely expect Crawl from the Cellar in here once or twice because it makes a lot of sense. These two cards don't make that much sense together unless this is part of some value plan. I guess okay, it just makes one. It's just a one mana card that acts like a 5 mana card. Okay, you can put that in a control deck, I guess. Attack. And probably just play a Hobbling Zombie. And the other one is to tap. So they alternate between tapping and drawing, sure. Well, one thing they don't have at the moment is countering. And this turns on Coven. Sure. So it's now on draw. Right, okay. How different does the art look? I guess pretty different. There's a book and there's like the image of the story being told arising from the pages of the book, I guess? Okay, I have Coven, so Candle Trap is on. I have Midnight Ambush. I don't think I need to use any of that right now. Let's just swing. Okay, that was successful. I don't think Candle Trapping anything is good, but I can play this. Yeah, tough to fight this on 3 mana. Eaten Alive. Okay, that works. Let's exile something before... Yeah, let's exile this, I guess. Because it's exile as long as the S is on the board. Once they kill the Essa, it's just destroy, and maybe that could matter somehow. Do I still have Coven? I do now. So that makes this lethal. Because I need to actually stop this from blocking in order to kill. Yeah, very, very strong opening from us. Theirs was okay, I think, but much, much slower, right? It would do quite well in a grindier control matchup. Which, I don't know, my deck sometimes is, as I struggle to get to my 5 mana cards. Yeah, I won 2 games here after 2 7-0s and a 7-2, so I must have been on at least like a 17-game win streak, and I think it was probably more like 18. No wonder I've been having so much fun with Magic recently. I'm a genius. Scuba 129.37. None of these are swamps. I'm on the draw, and Celeste. If I end up not being able to play anything, at least Celestia Sanctifier can dig for swamps. Right, I have one play that I know is available, and that play can help me find more plays if the worst happens. thought that was a purple land for a second as it came out. There's a lot of purple on that mountain. I just remembered a moment months ago in a Magic Discord that I hang out on where someone like showed up asking about yellow cards. And like obviously, oh wow, they made it night as well. Obviously there are no yellow cards in Magic. I'm actually going to toss out Midnight Ambush and just have a one, yeah. I don't remember the conclusion, but there are like two kind of reasonable things they could have been asking about. One is like gold cards, right? Double color cards that have a lot of gold on them, or multicolor, three color cards that are just gold. Right? With the dual color cards, they kind of try to merge the colors a bit. But I somehow came away with the conclusion that this person was saying, "Oh, where I live, they have yellow instead of white," and like. I can actually kind of imagine that happening. I don't know a lot about Chinese culture, but I do know that white is kind of an unlucky color, or I don't know if unlucky is the right word. It's they don't wear white dresses at Chinese weddings, right? I think red, right? Red is a color of celebration there. Maybe they wear black dresses instead, but I know white is like what you wear when like someone's died. And so it's possible that the Chinese Magic card community or organization has decided to print all the white cards as yellow cards to not have that association. I don't know if I really need multiple swamps, and I would sort of like this. It's going to take a while to play all this shit, but that's okay. Opponent has not done anything, except kill my one creature. I don't have Coven, so I guess I'm just attacking. And turning it to day again? Ah, I can't. I'm a mana short. Okay, well, I'll play this then. Anyway, I never really figured out the answer to that. But I thought it would be interesting if there was some whole like community where the 5 colors are green, black, blue, red, and yellow. What are you? You're a 5/4, but it's nighttime, so see you later. Alright, well they were at 1. I think, right? Just a really unlucky draw, I guess. They finally drew their black, which is what all their creatures were. They kept a hand similar to mine, I guess. Lots of mountains and hoped for a swamp. I kept lots of plains and hoped for a swamp, but I at least had a plan to get one. They mulliganed too, even. It's tough to mulligan down to 5. I can't really blame them. Advanced topics. Level 1, the full course. I don't know what the heck that is. It must be like a web page or a video or something. I don't really need that. But it is interesting to see like how, I've thought sometimes about how would you teach a new player Magic, and I'm like, it's fucking impossible. There's so much going on. I think you could gloss over a lot of stuff and only explain things as they happen, and also like break a lot of rules at the beginning. Like not worry about. You could put together simple decks where like they don't need to know about the stack yet, for example, which would help get the idea of like how combat and creatures work, and then you kind of work up to the more complicated stuff. But it would take forever. Like, have you ever thought about teaching someone to play chess? Chess is a fairly simple game, and people always say, I could explain all the rules in 5 minutes. And I'm like, I bet you would forget a few of them. Right? Who bothers to mention en passant in their like introduction or like the 50 move rule? You can teach them enough to get by, but you can't actually teach them all the rules. And so the challenge is figuring out like what's enough to get by for Magic. Creatures, maybe just have both players play mono green so they don't have to worry about colors either. I could attack with the 3/2. I don't know, it's kind of useful. And I'm going to have this 3/3 that does a better job of attacking in a sec. Like, I feel like mono green creatures is the best introduction. It depends, right? If you're trying to get them to understand the rules and, like, not be overwhelmed, then mono green creatures is, like, something you can introduce first. But if you want to get them interested, you have to figure out, like, what they might like about the game and teach them that. That's harder. I'm not going to play Lies into 4 open blue mana. I want to have it in hand, obviously, but we're not playing it. Even though it would give me Coven. It's just way too risky. Right, so like, I'm sure there are players out there who, or potential players, who would be more interested in like red, you know, burn or something. But like, creatures are so fundamental, I feel like you have to teach those first. And if you are, like, why not start with mono green? Okay, I mean, I don't have to do anything here, right? I can just shoot the sea zombie, I guess? Like, I don't want to shoot it, but it lets me get in a lot more damage and kind of compels them to do something. And when they do, that'll be my opening for Liesa, I think. Great. Put on top. Oh, absolutely I want that on top. Holy cow, that's a good card. Yeah, timing. Just had to find the right moment to play that. Get them into a position where they have to do something, and then once they do something, we hit them with a knockout punch. So, I don't know, what would you play after, like, mono green if your goal... Like, say you had a player who's like, I know Magic is amazing. I want to learn it. Like, you can watch, like, a 20-minute YouTube video that goes through everything, you know, remarkably quickly. And, you know, it isn't exactly my style of introduction, but it is, like, pretty well done, I think. That introduces, like, all the basic rules, but it goes by so fast. Like, how could you remember any of it? And if you had someone who's like, look, let's spend 3 hours. Teach me, like, how to play Magic. I think you would start with, like, mono-green creatures. Maybe add sorceries next. Or equipment or something. Equipment and enchantments. Then... I guess at that point you would probably be talking about colors. Maybe you'd have them play, you know, red... or white equipment stuff. Yeah, white equipment and enchantments. This is a great hand. Against your mono green deck as the second game or something, and then they learn about colors. Then you could talk about like sorceries, and then later instance. Sorceries wouldn't even be that complicated to include in mono green, honestly. I don't know, I'm not a Magic educator. But that's the kind of the introduction I would want, I feel like, is don't tell me everything all at once. There's just too much. What? Oh, I don't like you. Oh. Oh, what an insane card against what they just played. See you later, idiot. I'm also willing to like slog through 4 hours of reading the rules to get into a new game. 4 hours is a little high, but I have spent a lot of like, you know, when I first played Terra Mystica in person, we spent a lot of time reading rules, and I'm just like, yeah, that's how I want to learn. Yeah, this is a good cut purse, actually. I can also ambush this and make it a 0/1 and just kill it, but I don't mind turning this into a flyer, really. But I'm sure there are a lot of people who would not want that kind of gradual introduction to Magic, and I don't know, like I don't understand that mindset, and so I can't make a 20-minute YouTube video about how to play Magic. It's just like that's insane to me, even though I like yes, it actually works fairly well, I guess. I just can't imagine doing it. I mean, do I have Coven? I will if I play this. I can give this double strike so that I don't have to worry about... Oh, I don't have to give it double strike because it's already big enough. I can give this double strike, maybe. I really wish this would like show you the disturb cost all the time when it's here. Not just like when it would be legal to cast it for disturb. Sure. Wait, what? Uh-oh. Yeah, they have Soul and Vitality. Okay. They get their thing back. Whoops. Well, I mean, I can kill it. It's not the end of the world. I mean, if I had given this one double strike, I guess we would have been able to kill this. But it's not the end of the world. Ooh, Stolen Vitality goes back, huh? That's something. What do I want to do? I want to attack with this. I don't really have to do anything else to let me attack with this. They have some easy chump blocks if they want. No actual, like, good blocks. I could attack with both of these, giving this double strike, and try, like, a Midnight Ambush or something. I could just shoot this. I don't think that works that well. Alright, let's see what they're willing to lose. Sure, makes sense. Soul Vitality is spooky, so it's +3/+1. So I can't, for example, Silver Bolt their 3/3. Are you kidding? Come on in. No blocks. I thought you'd want that as a blocker. Ah, makes sense. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So I think just give the 3/3. No. First strike is good enough, I think. But I don't want to attack with... I could attack with both of these. Give this the double strike. Yeah, and when they try to Stolen Vitality something, I can shoot it then. Or if they try to double block... Actually, wait a minute. Do I want to attack with this? Yeah, it's fine. If they double block, I have to just put this first and pass. Because I can't afford to shoot anything until they've used this up. And then I shoot that thing. So that's fine, I think. I guess I also have Midnight Ambush. Okay. Put a counter on this. I mean, it does kind of stink to use something on a bat here, doesn't it? But I think this is fine. No, I need to kill the... Oh, I think this is the time to kill the Slaughter Specialist. I don't care if the bat kills my 1-1. I just want to make sure this is gone. Yeah, this thing, I don't care at all about that. And now it's night, so this is on. More Bat Whisperers? Maybe? It's a fine attack anyway. It doesn't mean they have a Bat Whisperer, but if they do, that would be nice for them. Okay, yeah. Arrogant Outlaw. Same thing. You double strike and you first strike. That's good enough combined. And I have Midnight Ambush in case they have tricks. And if they don't have tricks, I can play this. The Blood Tithe Collector, specifically. Alright. Yeah, that works, I guess. Alright, that was a bad attack. Well, no, I can just play it as a flyer. To keep Coven. Okay, good game, I guess. I don't know why you put it on the one that's not even involved in combat. I guess it doesn't matter. Well, I don't need Coven. Let's just land this. And then I can gain Coven next turn for the attacks. I would need another mana to keep both of these open, but that's fine. Hungry for more. Sure. Just to gain 3 life, I guess? I don't care. I'm not going to risk my Blood Tithe Collector for that. They're getting the 3 life anyway, and the 3 damage to my face doesn't matter. I guess it lets them turn on Outlaw and Bat Whisperer again. Yeah. So we're going to give the double strike to a 1-1. Because if we gave it to a 3-3, they would just chump that. This way, it actually does something. 6, 7. Yeah, this is fine. Actually, maybe I could have Midnight Ambushed and then... Yeah, this was lethal, actually. Midnight Ambush to let me get in with everything. And then play this to give me Coven and put the... the double strike on one of these guys. Now I'm susceptible to, like, burn down the house, right? So I could still lose because of that play. Probably won't. Looks like not. But it was a bad play that could have cost me the game. Running those Blade Brands, huh? I don't know what they're doing in the deck exactly. I guess it's probably fine in red-black aggro. I like the naming of these Disturbed cards, how they're often kind of related. It's showing, you know, in a lore sense, the kind of next life, what happened after to the thing that died. Like, how is it haunting? But also, like, they have similar names, right? Covetous and Covert. Malevolent and Benevolent on the Malevolent Hermit Benevolent Geist. I don't know, just kind of cool. Even on the words that aren't really like part of the creature's thing, like, I don't know, Cut Purse and Geist are not so closely related, but you get the Covert and Covetous. Anyway, I like the naming on those. Anyway, that's another 7 winner, right? Yeah, easy mode. I mean, just the first pick Liesa and then force black-white with shitloads of removal. What else are you supposed to do? It would have been a little nice to have Coven be a bit easier, but... Well, I mean, I was going to say the Duelcraft Trainer wasn't really my main win condition. Liesa won like 2 games, and the Duelcraft Trainer won 5 of them, so... Maybe it was 4 and 3, but I'm pretty sure that the 2 Duelcraft Trainers won more games than Liesa did. The Blood Tithe Collector was also something. But, like, just deleting all their stuff with Midnight Ambush and all the other removal. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Happy with that. Doesn't really look like a typical black-white deck, I think. But it doesn't have to. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.